Alrighty.
Ben.
Yeah, it's Friday. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. As the Oracle foretold, two idiots who would misinterpret the news so you don't have to. Live from Deltona, Florida, the avatars themselves, Jack and Laz.
Greetings, everybody. This is Les. And as you can see, Jack's off. Hey, Coeur d'Alene, but hosting in his place is Lomir.
Subscribed with Prime. Thanks for your support, Coeur d'Alene.
Hi-oh!
And Coeur d'Alene starting off, fruck off some Friday just right with a sub. Thank you, Coeur d'Alene. And you know what goes on here, Coeur d'Alene. Are we going to do the nudes or are we going to start off fruck awesome Friday with the race? It's your choice, so let us know and we'll get on with it. But otherwise, welcome to today's show. It is Fruck Awesome Friday, September 15th, 2023, here inside and outside Shroud the Avatar right here on NBNN. And Coeur d'Alene says, race, baby, race, because that's Shroud, baby. We don't want no Shroud news. We want to do some racing. So.
Hey, Coeur d'Alene, if you're giving away subs, I'll take a tuna.
What'd you say?
I'll take a tuna.
A tuna. All right.
Tuna on the whole wheat.
Tuna on whole wheat. All right, we're going to hit that random button a couple times. And we got Yaws Lab. Yaws Lab. Getting us started here on a Friday. And we'll be doing a giveaway. Don't know if the giveaways are working properly just yet or not, but I do have the backup up and running, so we'll find that out. So, for those of you here early, exclamation, I love free shit, exclamation play to get in on the action. I'm starting the countdown so I don't have to wait for Jack. So that means you've got 69 seconds to get in on the action. Type in exclamation play. I don't see Coeur d'Alene yet. Why didn't I see Coeur d'Alene get in there? Is he in there and I just don't see it? There it is. I don't know. What did you do wrong the first time, Coeur d'Alene? Too early? Probably a little too early. But also got some breaking news going to be happening. But that news, you're going to have to stick around until the end of the show to find out what the big surprise news is. And this one will probably throw you all for a loop. But make sure you are raffled up. Make sure you're in the races. So far, it's just the three of us, me, Coeur d'Alene, and Lomir. Should make for a fun race that way. But here we go. Looks like it's only going to be the three of us. So good luck, gents. as we head on down through the laboratory.
May the best balls win.
That's right. Sweaty balls. All right, as we're getting dumped into the mixer, here we go. Right now, it's anybody's race, as Lomir takes a different track than myself and Coeur d'Alene. We'll see who gets out first. And Coeur d'Alene taking the lead. Up, Coeur d'Alene ejected. That's what he gets for running out in front. So it's down to me and Lomir, which means Lomir's got a chance to win himself some scrolls. I don't know. Does Lomir get disqualified since he's sitting in the co-host seat? I don't know. But currently, I am out front in this race. Lomir giving chase. But of course, this is marbles. You know how that goes. Anything can happen.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little ball, too.
Yeah, see, there it goes. You just jumped up right out in front. So it's a battle. And I just took the lead one more time as we get off the rails, and Lomir gets ejected.
So,
That's it for Lomir. As I come in for the win. Tina says, I think that means we all have to send him scrolls. That would be correct. That would be correct. All right, so that was a funkadelic race. Of course, only 3 of us, but for the win, myself, yay. But let's see if the chatbot's going to work today, or I have to use the backup version of it. Let's close the giveaway, pick ourselves a winner, and no, still not working. So we will go to the backup version of it, and we will close out the entries. And why do you not make this easy? Pick a wiener. And Lomir is the wiener. Lomir, what are we doing? Are you going to listen to it and decide, or you just want to go ahead and...
I'll listen to it.
All right, let's see what the game key is first. And the game key is Aquarius. Aquarius on Steam.
I shall give it away.
And Lomir is going to pass on that. And Aquarius worth $11.99. So he's going to go ahead and pass on that and give that to the next person in line. So let's find out who that next person in line is going to be. As
Coeur d'Alene.
we pick another winner. And that's going to be Jigoku. Jigoku. Jigoku is the winner of Aquarius. So let's go ahead and restart the giveaway. What the heck is that?
Thradia just subscribed with Prime. Thanks for your support, Thradia.
Thradia! Thank you. That's what we need. We need to get Thradia in that co-host seat one of these days. Sorry, Lomir. She's just a whole lot prettier than you are.
If she shows up on set, I'll gladly give up my seat to her.
And let's see. Okay, the next giveaway is open.
She could even sit on my lap if she wants.
No, she'd be sitting on my lap, but that's a different story. All right, let's get Jigoku her game key, and then Thradia. What are we doing? Are we continuing with the fun and shenanigans, or are we going to go ahead and get some nudes in? Is Stradia going to send us some nudes? That would be even more fun. She says, let's hear some news. Okay, so we're going to go on with some news. I'll go ahead and pick another giveaway here in just a couple moments then. And send all the news to threadia@gmail.com.
If
Alrighty.
you really want, to, I can.
I don't know. That'd be scary. I just DM them directly to her. But okay, so in the news, yesterday we were talking about our good friends at Unity. And Jigoku, you are quite welcome. You're always so pleasant, always says thank you, sends a little thank you message when she wins game keys. Oh, thank you, Coeur d'Alene. That's Shroud, baby. That's Shroud. You know, Coeur d'Alene's calling for the NBNN Con 2024. So anybody who might be interested in that, speak now. Let us know. Do we want an NBNN Con? Forget about SodaCon. Because the NBNN Con, you know, will be NSFW across the board. That's for sure. But we were talking about Unity and their new pricing and their new stuff, and apparently, oh, Tradio would go, Coeur d'Alene would go, Modi would go. There we go. We got some people who are interested in that. We may have to plan something. But apparently, video game company Unity closes its office following death threats. Apparently, after their announcement, let's get to it. Unity Technology Incorporated canceled the planned town hall and closed 2 offices Thursday after receiving what it said was credible death threat in the wake of a controversial pricing decision earlier this week. The company was made aware of the potential threat to some of our offices and has taken immediate and proactive measures to ensure the safety of our employees. So somebody threatened to take out all the employees of Unity or just the one main idiot? I don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute. A spokesperson has said Unity is closing its offices that could be potential targets on Thursday and Friday and is fully cooperating with law enforcement. Unity, the maker of tools and technology for video games, set off a firestorm on September 12th by announcing it will begin charging developers a new fee for games made using its software called the Unity Engine beginning January 1st. Makers of the Unity games will have to pay per user install after a certain threshold is reached. Some video game makers accuse Unity of violating their own terms of service and lamented that the new charges could threaten their livelihoods. Many game studios put out harshly worded statements urging the technology company to reconsider. Unity Chief Executive Officer John Rictello, I think that's right, was set to talk to staff Thursday morning, but instead the meeting will be canceled as a precaution. Offices in Austin, Texas, and San Francisco, California were closed. Now, of course, speculation out there in the world is that, the threat came from one of their former employees. Former employee, I thought that was what was said. And B, this is just a ruse to avoid having to publicly talk about this because he knows he's going to get his ass whipped. And the backlash of having an AMA type town hall was just not something that they thought, or he might have thought, was something that was going to turn out well. So but apparently with a press release like this, I'm going to assume and guess that they actually had a credible threat to the person or persons announcing this change, and of course, many people out there not happy. Rishi Tiello, former EA executive. Yeah, I saw that one. Now, we this was in the quotes yesterday, and I'm going to go back in here. Um, hey, now, you guys are getting a little nasty in here. I like it. Yeah, Tito said the standing theory on their own forums is that an excuse to avoid their AMA or whatever. Yeah, it was a former employee. Um, but Coeur d'Alene, your comment about he commented a lot about developers who don't implement microtransactions are just idiots and rub me the wrong way. He rubbed you the wrong way. Um, I gotta tend to agree with that, and that anybody who's got a free to play game and walks away from microtransactions is an idiot. That's just my 2 cents on that. Where was the other story? Do I have the other story that we were looking at yesterday? Let me see if I can pull that up again real quick. Let me see if I can find that real quick because I believe he said that relating to actually free to play games, not just any of the developers. But let me just verify that. I could be wrong. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, well, I don't blame them, and this could be a death blow to Unity for just doing stupid stuff again. Go broke, folks. When you think you're doing something, or you want to take advantage of a situation that you think is going to make you more money, and you're doing it on the backs of the people who made you the money in the first place. People don't take kindly to that. Yeah, I can't quickly locate that, but I'm looking here. But I just gotta say, microtransactions are a necessary evil, especially in a game like ours. And when you shy away from microtransactions, you're shying away from income that helps pay for development of the game. Because otherwise, if you're free to play, you have no income unless you're an ad-based game. Now, unless you all want to see ads all over your Shrouded avatar screen all day, every day, popping up at the worst possible time, I don't see any other choice but to go with the microtransaction um, route for making income. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, you need microtransactions to fund development, and if you're not funding development, then how are you paying staff? Well, around here we know, yeah, yeah. Well, no income sounds like Shroud to me because they're not taking advantage of as many microtransactions as they should. And around here, microtransactions are not actually microtransactions. Now, another thing that came up yesterday was the fact that Unity actually owned what the heck was the game? I can't think of the name right off the top. It's Fortnite. Unity was the manufacturer, maker, and owner of Fortnite, and Unity made millions upon millions upon millions just by selling a single dance emote. No, as Unreal owns it. I'm sorry. Did I have that backwards? My bad. Unreal owns it. Okay. Is that correct? Unreal owns it. They're the ones who did that. Just a simple yes will say that. Yeah. Anybody? Unreal. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Okay, so sorry, my bad. Yeah, is Unreal owns Fortnite and made millions upon millions of millions with one single dance emote sold for how much? 99 cents. 99 cents. Just the telethons made them more than catnip makes in 1 quarter. We don't know that exactly, but I would tend to lean in that direction and almost agree with that. Especially, I mean, we did have some flops. We did have the one telethon that made just 25,000 back in the day. Streamathon, telethon, whatever you want to call it. But on average, they were raking in anywhere from 100 to 200,000, depending on what they were offering up as goodies. And of course, their burn rate was the Begathon. But their burn rate was an average of 200,000 a month at the time. But that was, with their full force 30 plus member staff. Of course, I stand by the comment, and I believe several of you also stand by my thoughts, which is they stopped making money when they stopped drinking on stream. As soon as somebody who shall remain nameless, Atos, decided that we're going to be PG-13 because kids play. Yeah, right. How many kids do you know shelled out $5,000 for an account? Yeah, thank you. I don't know of any. Yeah, snowflakes. Yeah. We can go on with the names that we're not allowed to use. Yeah, I mean, this is not a kid's game. It never has been, never will be. It was funded by, boomers and millennials and Gen Xers. Mostly, I want to say boomers and Gen Xers, if you want to get into those categories. People who had money and people who had free time and people who had a vision. Because today's crowd ain't going to spend that. They'll spend $10 on a Starbucks, but they won't spend $10 on a video game, let alone 5,000, 10,000, and so on and so forth. But yes, I steadfastly believe that the game took a downward turn as soon as they stopped drinking on stream, and that's when they stopped having fun, and that's when they stopped raising the big money. As soon as they took the fun out of it, that was that's where it all went. His name does not suffer fools or children, basically anyone with a low attention span. Interesting. Now, Coeur d'Alene, I can say that I do know of a couple kids who play, but said kids or children's, all that I know of actually played with their parents under supervised parental supervision as appropriate. I play a lot of VR and I do a lot of stuff, and I can't tell you how many times in a week that I've been out and one of my favorites is the poker room. They just changed names. So what are they known as now? They're now known as Vegas Infinite, um, which used to be what was the original name? Now that I got to go back a little bit here. If anybody knows it. Come on. Used to be Poker Stars VR, now known as Vegas Infinite. but it's clearly states that it's an 18 plus game. In order to use the game, and I can't tell you how many times I'm sitting in a poker room, and all of a sudden you hear what sounds like a 7-year old in there on their mom and dad's account because mom and dad just went here. Don't bother me. Go play on the VR headset, and you can play whatever you want. And the same goes for several other uh, areas of the VR world. The VR world. There's I can't even think of the names right now, but there are several areas where kids just shouldn't be, and they always show up, and they have the worst language. I mean, they cuss, they scream, they use you know profanities that some of us would make some of us blush. Let's just put it that way. They become real trolls as little kids, and that's because their moms and dads let them just sit out there and you know do what they want because they're unsupervised. Now, of course, I've had the extreme pleasure of helping to ban mommy or daddy's poker accounts because there is an easy way to report uh, underage usage in that game, and that will get the user a good lifetime ban most of the times. And mommy and daddy who spent hundreds of dollars on their poker chips and all their bling, because there's a lot of transactions in that game as well that your avatar can wear and you can use at the poker tables, and you have all sorts of interactive stuff, and there's a subscription model. Well, all that money goes right down the tubes when you let your 7-year-old use your account and start cursing out people, or start just doing stupid all in every hand with, your paid for, gambling chips. Because it is possible to actually buy chips you can't cash them out, but you can actually spend money to buy chips to play with in the virtual world. So you can get in on all this stuff. But VR strip poker. Oh, I like that one. I think Tradia would be up for the actual real game. She doesn't want that VR stuff.
Me too.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, the only kids I've ever seen really in Shroud were actually either playing with their parents or being highly supervised by their parents. And the yeah, IRL is even better. I know that. But anyway, this is not a children's game. You don't find the 8 and 10 year olds or the tweens running around here, annoying people, asking silly questions, trying to and I'm guessing that it's best that we never got voice chat into this game because I would say at least over 40, if not over 50, for the most part. And I would say the average is even higher, but that's just me. I mean, I was you know uh, late 40s when I bought in, and I am currently 57 last month. So we've been here just about 10 years now. Again, this December is going to mark the 10-year official mark for when we went full time, which was released 13. They went full time, which was in December. And we understand that, or at least it's been alluded to, that there is going to be some kind of big event coming up this December. But 57? They thought you looked like 65. Piss off, Coeur d'Alene. A conjurer. Sorry, Coeur d'Alene. I've met you. You know better. I mean, yeah, I know. The gray hair, does something for you, but yes, just 57. How old do you think Jack is? Jack's not even 50 yet. Jack's just pushing. But yes, we are an older crowd. But speaking of older crowds, let's move on from talking about the age-related stuff and get to the fun stuff. We got some giveaways to do. So let's go ahead. Do we know what the average age of Ultima Online players was? I mean, during its initial years and peak time? No idea. But Ultima Online is what, 26 this year? 26 this year? So if you've been playing since its inception, you've been playing for over 26 years, which means you're old. You're fucking old. All right, let's go ahead and pull some streamer bundles.
An old fart.
And the Maynard is the winner of today's first streamer bundle. Congratulations to Maynard. Maynard, if you can come on over here and I'll hand you. Hey, Modi's on a lot too. I'll hand you your streamer bundle while we're going to go ahead and close out another giveaway because we owe you all a giveaway. All right, let's give this to Maynard real quick. Trade. There you go, Maynard. And
Congrats, Maynard.
let's pick ourselves a game key winner. And Tina O'Near. Congratulations, Tina. Let's see what we've got for Tina out of the game key bundles. So first, let's reopen this giveaway. Let's reopen this giveaway so I don't forget and we get to the end and go, oh, I forgot to open the giveaway. Let's go to the next mystery game key, and the next mystery game key is going to be a copy of Sniper Ghost Warrior Trilogy, which is a pretty expensive bundle, if I recall correctly. Tina, do you have Sniper Ghost Warrior Trilogy? Have to see if he's already got that. He might have won that already. And I really wish that Steam would just remember your friggin' birthday. On sale, worth $43.32 for the Sniper Ghost Warrior Trilogy. So, price of the individual products, $50.97. If you buy them individually, buying them in the bundle gets you a discount, but that's a $40 bundle going out to Tina. And Tina, you can thank Thradia for that. What happened here? I hit a button and my page refreshed. So give me 1 second. We'll get that off to you. Sniper Ghost Warrior Trilogy. There we go. And that's off to Tina O'Near. There's Tina. There he is. And enjoy that one there, Tina, as I reset. Complete that one and start the giveaway one more time. There we go. Exclamation, I love free shit. Exclamation, bundle me, get in on the action. And I guess I really don't need that anymore, but we'll leave it there for right now because there's really no way to get rid of it. So, all right, anyway, moving right along. let's get to our next topic at hand. And this one is, yeah, I mean, this is one of them, you know, facepalm moments of Shroud. I mean, I just hate to say it. Originally, let me go back to the original topic here. The original topic of this was called cloak materials before somebody changed the topic, and I'm going to assume it was one of our trusty bug hunters out there who did this, because usually the person who creates the report, doesn't usually go ahead and change their titles. But again, the original topic was cloak materials, and it was changed to no backslot material bonuses, which is absolutely not true and a contradiction of itself, because they don't pay attention because words matter. Words matter. Just remember that. This comes from Jackal. Reproduction rate 100%, block or no. Details: materials used to craft a cloak are not being applied to the cloak stats. Steps to reproduce: craft a cloak using various materials, binding, etc. Check the stats for the cloak. Oswald says, I suppose it's not much help. This was confirmed as designed in one of the live streams in the mid 70s or 80s, our 70s, our 80s, as I recall. Someone who remembered might be able to point to the exact stream. And Coswald, you would notice because, and we'll get to that in a minute, Alley-oop comes with as designed with the link to said topic. And Jackal says, very unintuitive and makes players with waste special resources since the crafting stations still allow the use of various materials. Very poor design choice, right? So, as we follow this one was very specific. Clockwork Wings does not inherit stats from special materials used. Not backslots. Clockwork Wings. This is a specific item, not mentioning all backslot items. And this was from Dax Diggler back in the day. Back in 2019, Clockwork Wings does not inherit stats from special materials used. The recipe for Clockwork Wings requires a bolt of cloth and a strap, where you can use the basic cloth or leather variants, but the recipe always accepts Carpathian or Fustian bolts and straps, and will even take supple leather and hardened leather straps. However, when you craft the wings with any of these special mats, none of the inherent stats are included in the item. Not sure if this is intended or not, but if you craft a backpack, it will include the stats for leather straps. See? You're all contradicting yourselves because, backpacks inherit the properties. On a side note, if this is not intended, are we supposed to be able to craft them and get stats from exotic components? Perhaps the following recipes for other back items should be looked at and changed to allow any type of cloth, thread, straps, yards, bindings, etc. to further customize them like other armor pieces. Cloak, front class cloak, spider legs cloak, backpack, quiver. Jesus at the time says, this is by design. We added masterwork and enchanting, but not material properties. This will require reworking the item recipes. Oh, some work, you mean, and creating components that are specifically designed for these items. This request is backlog. Backlog. In other words, not actually intended. It's something that is backlogged in the request. Because, and when you say this is by design, but not material properties, well, apparently you did add material properties because you allow it to use these exotic materials, and it accepts those materials, so it's got to be in the design someplace if it allows you to use these materials. Things that make you go, I don't know. That would just be, if you didn't include it in the design, then it wouldn't take those materials. That would be, the educated thought on how this would work. I mean, that's just, yeah. Soda, very poor design choice. Absolutely. Dax comes back to say, Beezus, okay, but I asked Chris about it yesterday in game whether it was intended or should be a bug, and he said, bug it. That's coming from the man himself. Bug it. It's a bug, not as designed. So why don't you all get your stories straight? Again, this is going back to 2019. This is going ways back. And the backpacks do add the properties to the leather straps. Okay, so which every backpack gets before doing any master work in a chance. So my point, I guess my point here is backpacks get the material bonus properties, but the other back slot items do not. I think they should all, should or none should, which makes sense. If they all should, then the recipe should be adjusted to accept any of the available types we have. I don't think any new types need to be created. For example, if a current recipe asks for a bolt of cotton cloth, it should only ask for a bolt of cloth and accept cotton, Carpathian or fustian, which again, you know. And then they say here that the backpacks don't take it anymore. How did you get +5 durability, 25 durability? Yeah. So Elron is arguing that it doesn't get that anymore, but apparently he had stuff that did. So yeah, Maynard, but this is from 2019. This is from almost 5 years ago now, 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And so which again, even Bezos stated this request is the backlog. Which means that it's intended to get fixed. So not technically as designed. It's more like an oversight. I mean, that's how I would interpret this request as a backlog. Is that, oh yeah, we made it so you can use those things, but we never actually got around to, adding the tags and and the this and that needed to add those extra buffs and stuff like that. So that comes down to, oh, well, we never got around to it, so we'll just call it as designed because, we got nothing better to do. Yeah, of course it's old and they still have not done anything about it, yes. I think you're misconstruing that. I know they had lunch together for that Lord British birthday bash, but I don't think that's actually a weekly thing. As a matter of fact, I can tell you that it's not because I know that several of them, several people who are on the team live in the Dallas area, not the Austin area, and that's a couple-hour drive, and I'm sure they're not making that drive weekly. And I know other people aren't even in the area, so. Again, I don't think that's correct because again, I know, I could just, Modi, what's your comments on that? And Mom says backpacks don't get them. Can't trust 3-year-old info. Yeah, okay. Well, apparently 3 years ago, before the changes, at least that's what Dax says, that his backpack got it. I mean, maybe that was changed at the same time. Don't know. But good question. Yeah, well, he did, but he made it on Facebook on a totally unrelated post. We covered that yesterday, Stringfellow. The question is, do all the devs go meet Chris for lunch every week? And my answer to that is a firm no. Now you know several and talk to several of the people on a pretty regular basis, probably even more so than I do. Um, again, we were all in chat just the other night, and again, you want to stick around for an upcoming announcement at the end of the stream, as Modi already knows what I'm talking about. Oh, you would know if a certain somebody took off from Dallas every week and went down to Austin, wouldn't you? I think you might know that. She might have mentioned it once or twice, but yeah, I don't think so. Is I know that Laney's in the Dallas area. I know that Ravlox is in the Dallas area, and I don't think that they're traveling 2+ hours a week one way, so 4 hours round trip to have lunch. Yeah, well, again, that's an overly what's the word I want to use for that? Overly broad statement. Traveling a lot means, I took 3 vacations this year. It doesn't mean he's traveling weekly. Doesn't mean he's out weekly. I don't think he's got the funding to do that weekly, personally. But that's just, conjecture at this point. And yeah, again, if he was actually traveling, there was no way he could meet weekly, let alone make a statement to his community. Yeah, but again, he's yeah, not traveling quite as much as you would think. Otherwise, Andrew, that's all masterwork, ain't it? Actually, I should say that's from Coswald. That's all masterwork, right? Andrew sends me a link to one of Coswald's. Well, I'll bring this up so you all can see it here, because you might not be able to see the whole thing. Right? This is all masterwork, though. God, how do you get that to come up better? Bring that all the way up so it falls in there. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's dexterity, focus, damage avoidance, move rate. That's all from Masterworks and a chance. It's not from uh material bonuses. But anyway, point being, very poor design choice, to say the least. That this does, this doesn't, this does, this doesn't. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, so let's get to some other poor design choice, or because we need more info. It's only been reported hundreds of times over the years. My 4 NPC pets not moving in my Lord of the Manor home, coming from Simon, 1974. This doesn't just happen in the Lord of the Manor home, just to say. Type NPC pet not moving, reproduction rate always. I have 4 pets in my home. None of them are moving. They are all set to patrol. I've tried to pick them up and replace them. Same thing. The pets are the imp pet and 3 servants. Sometimes I see the imp is standing at the same spot. This has been ongoing for weeks. I can't even summon an earth elemental on that lot. Some piece of deco is breaking pathing. It's hard to track down, but if you know what you placed around the time they stopped being able to move, you could test it by picking those things up. Also, the /loc was not one of the pets, not even the lot in question. Please make sure you use the bug command in place where you need to see in future. Slap your wrist for not using the bug command properly. I've tried removing some stuff, but frankly, I'm not using anything new. I tried placing one of the servant pets in another lot. Same thing, ain't budging. Now, I'm going to just, let's go over here and take a look because on this lot, pets move. On this slot, I don't think anything's moving the way it's supposed to because, yeah, yeah, this Raven Clockwork decoration pet should be set to patrol, but he never moves. My puppy over here, set to patrol. You can see it's set to patrol. He never moves. This has been ongoing for ages now. And then we're going to just go out because this is a village lot in Owl's Head. And then we're going to go out and we're going to show you how well these things are working and tell me whether it's just the Lord of the Manor Isle lot, which it's not because it happens all over the place. And that dog hasn't moved in ages. I'm surprised he's still alive.
Well, he's probably alive because of his name.
Shasta?
Yeah, because he'd be all bubbly.
Actually named after a girl I used to know, but that was her name, Shasta, like the cola.
Ah.
I was like, your
she is all bubbly too, wasn't she?
Any updates on the Lord of the Isle dinner and Lord British crafted rings? Let me guess. No. You're absolutely correct. First off, the dinner is usually up to the individual to schedule. If you want to attend the dinner, you need to contact them and say, hey, I'm going to be in town. But here, we got a white duck, a colorful mandarin duck. I got my ducks. Anybody want to buy a duck? And,
are they in a row?
Yeah, well, those two are. And then these two, set to patrol, set to patrol. My night servant set to patrol. They're all set to patrol. Yeah, you know when this all really started to getting funky? When they decided to dick with things that were almost working as intended. Set to patrol and set to patrol. Just so everybody knows. Oh no, this guy's set to stay here. So the white duck is set to stay here. We'll set him to patrol and just see if it changes. Now, of course, we'll come back to this lot in a minute because I believe I have some pets on this other lot back here. And we'll just see if they move between lots. That was now a city lot in a POT. This is now a castle lot in a POT. And you'll notice that I have the watcher pet over here. Here's the crawler. I think I got a flyer around here someplace. Or is that the dragon? What is this? Yeah, it's the Clockwork Monkey. Oh, Clockwork Monkey's moving. Look at that. He's actually moving. I'm shocked. What is his setting if he's actually moving? But yeah, when they change the settings on all these guys and stopped them from doing, he ain't moving that much. But he is set to patrol. I think I may have one more in here. Yeah, Clockwork Dragon pet. Now he just sits there. He doesn't do anything either. So it's not the lot. It's not the lot type. It's not pathing on a particular lot because this is happening on 3 different types of lots throughout the game. Oh yeah, here's my hack flyer guy. He's just buzzing by the door. And as you can see, they're not doing anything and they're all set to patrol. So stop looking at, because they said it was the Lord of the Manor lot. And then, let's go over my stables because I've had this bug report in forever and a day. Let's see if any of my ponies have moved from their locations in the stables, which they don't wander. Yeah, well, see, therein lies the rub. I have this lot, which is I just upgraded. This was a keep lot upgraded to a castle lot, and as you notice, there is absolutely nothing on the fucking lot except the house. So these guys out here have nothing in their way to stop them from moving. Not a damn thing. The house is there, and that's it. There's nothing in this pathway. There's nothing on the lot stopping him. There's nothing over there stopping him. So yeah, that's not the case in this, you know. So having too much deco, no, that's not the case. And again, I can tell you if I come back over here first before I go to my horses, before they made the change to pets, as soon as I would walk onto this lot, every single NPC, my greeter, my ducks. Oh, look at that. One of the ducks, did that duck actually move? Mandarin duck actually moved. Wood duck hadn't moved. But they all used to come running at me. Oh, now they're moving. Look at that. Now they're finally moving. Look at that. That's very strange.
Why would a wood duck move?
I don't know. That wood duck over there don't move because he's just a wood duck. But maybe it's something about entering the lot and leaving the lot. See, that's strange because now they're moving over there. But I know, yeah, again, I usually don't spend a whole lot of time out here. Same thing. This was the lot I used to have problems on. One of them was the fact that A, they wouldn't move, and B, they wouldn't give me the option to, see, like here. Oh, there it is. There's the option. Yeah, but these guys just all usually just stand around. They don't patrol like they're supposed to. They're just all standing in place. And of course, yeah, when I leave and come back, they'll probably be moving again. But every time I come back to the lot, they're always back in the same place if I leave the scene and come back. You know, which again, these guys shouldn't just be standing there. They should just be wandering around. So there's something in the tech that just says, this ain't working right. You know, the turkeys, they wander really well. The cats, they wander really well, for town deco. So I'm going to just get out of view of these horses for a minute. Come back over to this lot and see if these guys moved at all. I can tell you, I can see that the watcher hasn't budged at all. The flyer hasn't budged at all. The flyer is just sitting there buzzing in the doorway. Watcher is just sitting there doing nothing. So now let's go back and see if the horsies moved at all. And they just stand there like statues. Yeah, they don't move, they don't wander, they don't do. And this one I've had in for years, and I've just given up on it. Give it up. I just sit around doing nothing. They should be wandering around, making my stables look like active stables, but they just stand there like nothing. But anyway, time for us to start wrapping things up and get out of here. And of course, nom nom nom. Thank you for my Doritos. The only problem is the pet ghost cat that I put in my library. No idea if it moves, as I have not been able to find it again. Anyway, got a big announcement to tell you all about. We're going to be celebrating somebody's special's birthday party tomorrow night out in the Wolves Den Winery. Our own Nurse Justin is having a birthday. You may also know her as your CS person, Laney. And we're going to be having a shindig out at the Wolves Den Winery and most likely in the Wolves Den Winery Discord. So if you need information for that, all you need to do is hit me up and I will get you the information so you can come join us tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can listen into a special Barbie radio show because our own Nurse Justin is Barbie crazy these days. And yours truly will be the host and DJ, spinning the tunes and bringing you all the fun stuff right here live on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. So come out, say hello to everybody, wish Justin a happy birthday, have a good time tomorrow with me in the crowd out in Wolves Den Winery. All you got to do is go to Wolves Den. I believe there's a signpost for the winery and follow the signposts. And of course, we'll be here in the Discord, Wolves Den Discord. If you need that info, just hit me up. Ask Asmodi, he can get you information. Ask Mom, she can get you that information as well. And we're going to have a very Barbie birthday party for our own lovely Nurse Justin tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. So get drunk and pass out somewhere in town. We're going to dance naked in the fountains, aren't we? Right, Mom? But meanwhile, let me get the final giveaways of the day done. And we're going to go ahead and get the flock out of here because I still got some music to prepare for tomorrow night, even though I know mostly what I'm playing. And last streamer bundle is going to go to Lomir Dane. Yay, Lomir. And our last mystery game key is going to go to... What happened? I closed the entries.
Dun, dun, dun.
And why won't it let me pick a winner? Come on. Maybe I got to refresh this. There it is. Pick a winner. And our winner is Virtuous. Virtuous, you are the proud winner of Time Loader. Time Loader going out to Virtuous. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for being here. And don't forget to join us tomorrow night out at the Wolves Den Winery right here on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Till Monday, I'm Laz. That's
I'm
Lomir.
Lomir.
And Jack is off. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.